Good morning, my students. How are you? Okay, are you ready to go to the space? Well done. So today we will have from unit number 7 till 9. Our learning outcomes for today, we are going to write a story and edit our own work. Do you remember the plan that we made last time? Yes, my students, about space adventure. Good. So today we are going to use this plan to write our own story. Okay? Then we are going to write and read large numbers. Then we are going to compare distance. We are going to compare the distance between the sun and the planets. Okay? And then at the end, we are going to recognize adjectives and adverbs. Okay? Here, I want you to remember something when you want to write a story. You have to think of the title of the story, the idea and setting where the story happened, the characters, who are the characters in these stories. For example, today we will have Benny and his dog. And then number 4, you are going to think of the beginning of the story. How can I begin or start my story? Also, you have to think of the plot. What will happen? What is the problem that will happen inside the story? And then at the end, you have to end your story. Okay? So, look here. This is the story that I'm gonna to write today. And you are going also to give me some sentence to complete it. And then you are going to write your own story. Okay, my students? Okay, look at this. Picture number 1. Here we have a boy. His name is Benny. And this is his dog. Where are they? Yes, my students. We said that they are in the space. Yes, spaceship. Well done. So, how can we begin the story? What can we write here? Yes, my students, who can give me a sentence? Yes? Benny visited the planet Zog yesterday with his dog. Okay, this is sentence number 1. Then look at them. What they did. What did they do here? What were they wearing here? Huh, my students? Yes, they put on space suit. They collected some rocks and stones from this planet. Okay? Look at them here. They were playing. So we can say, after that, Benny and his dog played with a ball. Look here. What can you see here? A monster. And look at Benny. Wow. Benny was scared. So here we can say, suddenly, Benny saw a monster. And you can describe the monster. It was big and scary. What did Benny do? What can you see here? He ran back. Well done. So Benny ran back to his spaceship because he thought that the monster wanted to eat him. Good. And finally, Benny, huh? Woke up. Yes, finally the alarm clock was ringing. Ding. So Benny woke up. It was a dream. Do you like the story, my students? I want you to write your own story and send it to me. I want to see your story. Okay, my students? Good. Where can you write your story? Here on your skills book, page number 29. Okay? Now, listen and write the distance. On your class book, page number 37, you have here to listen and write the number. Okay, here you have to write the number, the distance between the sun and the planet. How many kilometers, okay, these planets away from the sun? So listen and write the number. We will start from Mercury, then we will go to Neptune, then we'll come to Earth, Mars, and then Saturn. Okay, let's start.
Listening 4.4. There are 8 planets in our solar system. The planet nearest to the Sun is Mercury. It is only about 58 million kilometers from the Sun.
How many students? How many kilometers? Huh? Yes? 58 million kilometers. Well done. Okay.
That is away. Our planet, Earth, is the 3rd planet from the Sun. It is about 150 million kilometers from the Sun.
How many students? How many kilometers? Yes, 150 million kilometers. Well done. What about Mars?
Mars is the next planet from the Sun. It is about 228 million kilometers away.
228 million kilometers away. Well done.
Jupiter is the 5th planet from the Sun. It is the largest planet in the solar system. It is about 778 million kilometers from the Sun. Saturn, with its rings, is the next planet from the Sun. It is about 1,427 million kilometers from the Sun.
My students? How many kilometers? Yes, 1,427 million kilometers. And here we have Uranus. Listen.
Uranus is the 7th planet from the Sun. It is about 2,870 million kilometers from the Sun.
What about Neptune? Listen.
Listening 4.4. Mercury. It is only about 58 million kilometers from the Sun.
Okay, now.
The planet furthest from the Sun is Neptune. It is about 4,497 million kilometers from the Sun.
How many students? Yes, it is about 4,497 million kilometers because it is the farthest. Okay, it is far away from the sun. So this is the distance between Neptune and the sun. Good. Okay. So if I ask you these questions here, okay, look at this table and tell me the answer. How many million kilometers away Venus is from the Sun? What do you think, my students? You have to say, yes, I think. Well done. Okay, so I think it is, for example, say 60 million kilometers. No, it is more than that. Okay? Look at this. Yes, it is about 108 million kilometers. Okay. And how many Uranus, how many million kilometers away Uranus is from the Sun? Yes, it is about 2,870 million kilometers. Well done. Okay. How many million kilometers away Earth is from the Sun? It is about 150 million kilometers. Well done, my students. Now, let's move. Look here, our friends. They are making competitions, they're asking and answering questions about the planets. Look at this boy, he said, it's farther away from Mars, and it is farther away from Mars, and it is nearer than Saturn. Okay, so what is it? It is Jupiter. Yes, your turn now, he said. Okay, so now let's asking these questions. It is the smallest nearest planet to the sun and the hottest planet. Look here, the smallest. Which one is the smallest? Yes, here, teacher, this is the smallest. And which one is the nearest? Nearest to the sun, nearest planet to the sun. This one, teacher, what do we call this one? It is Mercury. Well done, my students. Mercury. Excellent. Okay. Now, it is the farthest planet from the sun. Huh, my students? The farthest. Farthest. Which one? Yes? Neptune. Well done. Excellent. Okay. So you are right. Now, it is the third planet from the sun and bigger than Mars. Which one, my students? The third planet from the sun, huh? Yes, it is our planet, teacher, Earth. Very good. Okay, now let's see this question. Wow, don't look at the answer. Look at the questions. It is between Neptune and Saturn, smaller than Saturn, and the seventh planet from the sun. Yes? Uranus, well done. Now, another one. It is smaller than Jupiter, the sixth planet from the Earth, and it has a ring. Which one? Smaller than Jupiter? And the sixth planet from the Earth. So it is, yes, Saturn. Well done. Okay, now it is the second planet from the Sun between Mercury and Earth, and it is about 108 million kilometers away. Which one? Yes, my students, it is Venus. Well done. Good. Okay, it is the fifth and the largest. Immediately when you see this word, the largest planet, so it is, yes, huh? Jupiter, well done. It is the fifth and the largest planet in the solar system. It is Jupiter. Well done. Now, let's move to the sentences. We are going to read this sentence. I flew up in the sky. I flew. I flew up in the sky. If we want to make this sentence more longer or more better, we have to add something. Look here, this is a verb. Flew is a verb. Okay. When we want to make this verb more better, we have to describe it. So we have to add adverb. Well done. Now look here, we have sky. Sky is a noun. Well done. When we want to make the noun more better, we have to add adjective. Well done. So adjectives describe noun, but adverb describes verb. Well done. Good. Now let's explore and read the sentences here. Okay, we have already explored the sentence. What do we have here? I flew up in the sky. I quickly flew up in the sky. So look here, we add adverb quickly. Okay. Then we have I flew up in the blue sky. So we add adjective to describe the noun sky. So what can we add to sentence to make them better? We have to add adverb to describe the verb, and we have to add adjectives to describe nouns. Well done. Now let's help Imad to make his sentences better. Okay, so we have to add adverb or an adjectives. Okay, let's see here. We have loudly, carefully for number one. Okay, why do we have here adverb, teacher? Because in this sentence, we are going to describe the verb, which is, yes, we have to describe the verb. So we have to deal with the adverbs. But some sentences, we have nouns, so we have to add adjective. Okay, so number one, she dash carried the eggs. Is it loudly or carefully? She doesn't want to fall down the eggs. Okay, so she carefully carried the eggs. And here we have the verb carried. So we have to add adverb. Okay, he picked up the soft or hard rocks. Which one do you think? And here we have rocks, and rocks, it is a noun. So here we have adjectives, either soft or hard. We will choose soft rocks. Okay? Then number three, we have slowly and quickly. I ran up the stairs. So here we have to describe, describe the verb run. I ran up the stairs. Run. So it will be quickly. Well done. Okay. The ice was dash and dangerous. Is it cold or hot? And here we have ice. We have a noun. Okay. So we have to add adjectives, either cold or hot. The ice should be cold. Yes, the ice was cold and dangerous. The night was, is it light or dark? What do you think, my students? The night, it will be light or dark? Dark, teacher. Okay, so here we describe night. It is a noun, so we have to add adjective. Okay, and it will be here dark. Okay, good. Excellent. So let's summarize what we have said here. We said that when we want to describe the verb, we have to add adverb. But when we want to describe the nouns, we have to add adjective. Okay, my students? Do you understand the rules? Good. Now, I want you to do this. Make these sentences better. Add adverb and adjectives. Okay? Let's see, what do we have here? We have curly. Curly, is it adverb or adjectives, my students? Adverb? No, even though it is end with ly, but this is an adjective. We said that her hair is very curly. She has curly hair. Okay, so curly is adjectives, okay? Gray, it is adjectives. Well done. Politely, it is adverb. Well done. Long, adjectives. Slowly, it is adverb. Well done. Now, the rocket dash landed on the moon. Okay, so here we have the rocket landed. Landed. Hmm, this is a verb, teacher. So we have to add here adverb. So we have two adverb here, politely and slowly. Which one is better? The rocket politely land on the moon? No, couldn't be politely. It is slow, slowly. The rocket slowly landed on the moon. Okay, good. Now, the planet was covered with dash rocks. The planet was covered with, so here we have, how my students? We have planet, we have a noun. So we should add adjectives. Yes, the planet was covered with, is it curly rocks? No, curly it will be go with hair. Okay, so gray, what do you think? Gray rocks or long rocks or what? Yes, gray rocks. Well done. Gray rocks. Now the astronaut had short dash hair. So here we have hair, teacher. It will be curly. Okay, so here we have curly hair. Now the girl asked the astronaut questions. So what do you think? Here we have to describe which one? We have to describe the verb asked. So we have to add adverb. We have finished from slowly, so it will be politely. The girl politely asked the astronaut questions. And you have to do the same, my students. When you ask someone questions, you have to ask him the questions politely, with respect. Okay? You have to say, "Excuse me, could you please give me this paper?" Okay, so you have to ask politely. Okay? The monster had yellow teeth. The monster had, so here we have to describe the noun, teeth. Okay, so teeth, it will be, long. Okay. Now the last task for today. Here we are going to write the words and find something an astronaut needs. Okay, let's read. Astronauts wear them on their feet. What is it, my students? And it has the sound oh, wear it on their feet. Teacher, it will be boots. Well done. Number 2, it is the farthest planet from the sun. Yes, Neptune. Well done. Excellent. It is the sixth planet from the sun. What is it? Saturn. Well done. It takes astronauts into space. What's this? What do you think? What does astronauts use to go to the space? Yes? Rocket. Well done. It is the hottest planet. Which one? The hottest one. Huh? It is My students? Yes, my students, it is Venus. Well done. Okay. Now, it is the fourth planet. Yes, my students, Mars. Well done. It is between Neptune and Saturn. Which one? Uranus. Well done. It is the biggest planet. Which one? The biggest planet? My students? Jupiter. Well done. The last question. It is the third planet from the sun. The third planet, it is our planet teacher. It is Earth. Well done. So that's all for today. Thank you, my students. I really enjoyed the lesson with you. Goodbye.